Okay. Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Okay, so today we are going to be starting out with an entry ticket. You have it on your desk, but I also have it back here on the screen. So we are going to be looking at a word problem, and we are going to be solving it or giving our best answer. It says, 3 students each solve the following problem. Mike has 26 toy cars. He gave some toy cars to his little brother. Now, Mike has 14 toy cars. How many toy cars did Mike give his little brother? Write an equation and solve the problem. So we know how many cars Mike started with. He has 26. He gave some to his little brother. Now he has 14. So we have Sabrina here. She thinks the right equation would be 26 plus 14. And she thinks her answer is going to be 40. We have to pick from these 3 friends of who is correct. Jaden says my equation is 26 minus 14. I think the answer is 11. Karen says, with a nice bow, my equation is 26 minus 14. You guys see a similarity?
Yes.
Right? I think the answer is 12. So on your paper, you're going to tell me, I agree with, and tell me which friend, by using their name, do you agree with. After you tell me their name and put their name in this space, you're going to tell me why. So I agree with blank because, and you're going to show me how you would solve that problem in order to get the answer that you agree with. Capiche? Does anybody have a question about what we're doing right now? Nathan, sorry. Great question. So Nathan just said, well actually, did you hear what he said, Lily? Can you repeat what he said? He said, do we do it with the 10s and 1s? Great question. Thank you for listening. We do not use our 10s and 1s. So we can use our different strategies like our HTO chart. We can write the equation that we agree with and then use our HTO chart to solve it, and that will tell us which friend is correct. So great question. So we're not using anything but our paper, our entry ticket, and our pencil on this one. So on your paper, you're going to decide who you agree with and solve the equation so you can find the answer. And your answer should either be 40 like Sabrina, 11 like Jaden, or 12 like Karen. So you do have to use one of your strategies of HTO chart or the number line, but I know that sometimes we use HTO chart. So yes, you can go ahead and do that now. Once you have completed it, you can give me just 2 fingers up in the air and I will come and grab it from you. Ivan, please keep it there. Waterfall. We are not using anything except for our pencil and our paper. We are only using our pencil and our paper. So you can go ahead at the bottom, write the name of the person you agree with. Thank you. Decenos, unidades. So you can use your centenos, decenos, or in unidades, your HTO chart. So I don't see any work that shows me why you picked Karen. You got to show me using your HTO chart. First you got to decide, is it a subtraction problem based on the word problem? The word problem says Mike has 26 toy cars. He gave some to his brother. And we have our part whole chart as well. You have your part whole chart. Look at the problem. You also can use your HTO chart. But first you gotta decide, are you gonna be subtracting or adding? Look at our problem. Mike had 26 toys. He gave some to his brother. Figure out, do we know what sum is? No. I'm gonna put our timer on. I'm gonna give us about 4 minutes. Tell me the person you agree with, and you're going to solve the problem that they have. So if you say you agree with Sabrina, and you think that we're adding, you have to then show your work of adding those two numbers. If you agree with Jaden, you have to show your work with subtracting using your HTO chart. Whoever you agree with, you just got to show me your work. Once you're done, don't forget, you can give me your 2 fingers in the air. Thank you. You can go ahead and take a seat on the carpet with your workbook underneath you once I've grabbed your paper. Thank you. You can take a seat on the carpet with your notebook underneath you. Our voices are still off as people are still working. Thank you for sitting correctly. Find her on the carpet. Thank you, friends on the carpet, for sitting politely and quietly. Thank you. Who are you choosing? Is that how you spell her name? I'm going to take a seat on the carpet. And you show me. Oh. Continue with how you're doing it, and you might be on to something. Trust yourself. Keep going. You can do it your way. 1 second, Ron. I'm coming. Just to your other classmates. Thank you all for sitting correctly, for maintaining your silence. Okay. Can you hit the timer, please, up there, Veronica? The first 2 buttons, hold them together. Thank you. The first two. Oh, that works too. Thank you, Daniela. I'm going to put something in the carpet. Right, thank you, sir. Thank you for sitting correctly on the carpet. I really appreciate it. That looks really good. I think it looks good, Sana. Just put correct. T. Correct. Yep. And you try to spell answer. Thank you so much. And can you take Angela's workbook when you go to? Thank you so much. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back for working through that. You guys did very, very amazing. I'm very, very proud of you. So, we are going to go over our learning target first, what we are tasked with accomplishing for today. So, we had our word problem, and we are going to go over our learning targets. I'm going to lift this up for a second. And we're going to look right over here. It says, would anyone like to volunteer to read it for me? Okay. Aurora, go ahead.
I can solve.
What's that symbol?
Subtracting. Problems.
Within
Within
1,000.
1,000 by
Drawing models.
And equation with
Symbols.
symbols.
Absolutely. So sometimes when we are looking at our problem for the day, you can always look at the pictures, and it'll kind of give you an idea of what we're doing. Like drawing means we're going to use our models, like HTO charts. Equations are what we had on our problem today with Sabrina, Jaden, and Karen, right? Like if it was like 3 plus 4 equals question mark, that would be like an equation. And then our symbol is going to be our question mark. Our symbol means the unknown, the part we do not know the answer to. Capiche? All right, so that's our task today. Can you guys give me your bow and arrow if you think you can do it? Oh, I think I can do it too. Go ahead and let it go. I think we can definitely accomplish that task today. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to move our problem to the board. Down. All right, so I have a problem. It's similar to the one that we are going to be working on together. It says, Linda had 48 cookies in her cookie jar. Her family ate, yum, 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 some of her cookies during the week. At the end of the week, she only had 12 cookies left. How many cookies did her family eat during the week? Okay, so let's think about this. When you eat something, still get to have it in your hand, or is it now gone? Yeah, it's now gone, right? So when you eat something, you no longer have it anymore. So I know that if I'm losing something and I no longer have something, then that must mean that I am solving a subtraction problem. That means I'm doing a subtraction problem. So I am going to start, I'm going to start with a subtraction problem. So the first step I'm going to do is I am going to make my, well first I'm going to start with waterfall. So this one I'm going to do it. And on the next one we'll do it together. So you can give me all of your good thoughts on what you think we should do. But this time we're going to look and watch. I'm going to circle 48 because that's how many cookies I started with. Her family ate some. I have no clue what some is. So I'm going to put a question mark because that's unknown. That is absolutely unknown. That's my symbol I'm using. At the end of the week, she only had 12 left. So I know that she ended up with 12 cookies. So I'm going to make my part whole. My whole section is going to be the total amount of cookies that she had in the beginning. So I'm going to put 48 up there. That's how much she has in total. And that is the most that she'll ever have. And in this problem, it is the biggest number that is on my problem. She had 48 cookies. Her family ate some. I'm going to put my question mark in there because we don't know how much they ate. And then I know that she ended up with 12 pieces left. Now my equation, because I know that if I have an unknown part, I'm going to be subtracting. So I'm going to do 48 minus 12 equals question mark. It is unknown. Exactly. Now, in order to solve it, I'm going to do my strategy, and I'm going to use HTO chart. Right? I have my equation, I have my symbol, and I'm going to represent this equation in my HTO chart. I'm going to use the biggest number, because that goes first, and I'm going to draw that into my HTO chart. I'm going to do 4 tens, and I'm going to draw 8 ones. Please go ahead and put your notebook underneath you. And then I'm not going to put 12 into my HTO chart because I'm subtracting. If I put 12 in here, that means I'm going to be adding 12 to my HTO chart. I'm not going to put 12 in there. I'm actually going to cross out 2 ones and 1 10. So I'm going to cross out using a different color so that we can be able to identify the subtracted word. 2 ones and 1 10. And I realize that I'm done because I already did my 1 10 and my 2 ones. That's 12. So my answer is going to be, please hold it 1 second. This is 3 tens, but the value of this is 30. And I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. And so my answer is 36. Before we ask any questions, let's just look at the board. Look at what Ms. Johnson did. I had a word problem. I had 48 to start cookies. We ate some, which was unknown. She ended with 12 at the end of the week. When you lose something or someone eats something, we're subtracting because we don't have it anymore. They're gone. They're in someone's stomach. We can't see it. I put my 48 in there first because that is the number we started with, and I subtracted 12. Notice I did not use my hundreds column because I have 2 digits. I have 1s and 10s placed. My answer is 36. Does anybody have a question for what I just did? A question, Aurora?
It almost got confused when counting the ones. And I thought it was 7.
Ah, we thought it was 7? Very good observation. Yeah, but this time it's going to be 2 because we know that she only had 12 cookies left. So that's 2 ones and 1 10. Thank you for that. Yes, Lily. Yep, it is a bigger number and that is a smaller number. So I know I have to put the big number into my HTO chart because what if I would have put a 12 in here? I would not have had 4 10s to subtract, right? So I would have to put 48 in there. So now this time you are going to do it with me. Yes, Nathan?
We forgot to put the answer on the
Oh yeah, I can definitely do that. Or, so that I don't get confused because I know that this is missing, I can always say, how many cookies did her family eat during the week? I would say, her family ate 36 cookies during... Thank you guys for helping me finish that sentence. Okay, one second. Now we are going to try it together. So you can go ahead and take your notebooks out. Before you open it, just sit on your lap. I want to show you something. I want to do an I Spy real quick. All right, so I spy, and I'm going to start. I'm going to give an example. I spy one way that I can use an example to help me solve this. And I spy this example that's right here. This example is exactly how I solve this problem. Can somebody else spy something else that would be a perfect example for solving our problem? It's something that's in this area that we're sitting in. Deani, there's another way you can...
I spy a chart.
Yeah, absolutely, an anchor chart. Do you agree with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely use this anchor chart as an option. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Hey, Lonnie.
I spy that there's 10s and 1s and no 100s.
I love that. Great way to carry that through. So these anchor charts are going to be for something different, but I want us to laser focus on this one because I'm going to be doing this next one with you. So this right here is going to go bye-bye for a second, but you have this one that is so beautifully written with nice colors that we can use as well. So go ahead and open up your notebook. All right, and now that you have it open, let's get to work. Would anyone like to read the problem? Jonathan, I saw your hand first. Can you read it loud? Not Nathan, I'm sorry, Nathan. Can you go ahead and read the bolded words for our problem? Nice and loud.
This part?
Yep, the dark black letters, that's our problem. On top of that is your learning target. And you already read that on the board today. So you can go ahead and read the problem.
Veronica has 37 TikTok videos on her iPad. She deletes some her videos. Now she only has 15 TikToks on her iPad. How many TikToks videos did she delete from her iPad?
All right, so if you can give me a handout, we're not saying words, but can you give me a handout if you know what TikTok is?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So when you make videos, they kind of go onto like an iPad or a computer. So let's start to mark up our problem. Can someone please tell me how many TikTok videos did Veronica start with on her iPad? Sneha? 37. So let's go ahead and circle 37 because Veronica had a lot of TikTok videos on her iPad. So go ahead and circle 37. 1 second. Then the next sentence says what? Can you read the next sentence for me, please? Prainisha, what was the second sentence? She deleted some of them. Do we know how many she deleted yet, Aurora? Do we know how many she deleted? So let's go ahead and put a question mark over the unknown, over some. Put a question mark because we have no clue. Put a question mark over some because she deleted some of her videos, but we don't know how many she deleted. Did you put a question mark there, Lily? You put a question mark over the word some? Well, I did. I put it on top of the word some. My problem is stretched out bigger. So you have to find the word sum. And you guys know sum starts with an S. So find the word sum. Sum. Very nice. Does anybody need help finding the word sum? If you have the word sum with a question mark on top, give me a hand nod. Give us a... Perfect. Who needs help? Raise your hand. Deani. Nathan, would you mind helping your classmate to find the word sum? Thank you so much. You need help finding the word sum? Aurora, can you help your classmate find the word sum? Juan, do you need help? Nope, he doesn't. You can go ahead. Perfect. Juan, do you need help? No? Okay, so please go ahead and check your bodies. Make sure that you're still sitting with your legs crossed. Thank you so much. Now we did that. Now she only has 15 TikToks on her iPad. Circle number 15. Circle number 15. You guys circled it?
Uh-huh.
All right, now let's do our part whole. Well, enough for you to be able to see on your paper. You know we don't want to do it too small because we want it to be very neat. Go ahead and put your part whole. We do not put 4 boxes. It's 1 big box on top and 2 on the bottom. Part whole. Yep. Now, I have a question. You can answer it with your hand. What is going to go into our whole section? What's going to go into our whole section, Veronica? So is that the total number of TikToks that you had, Veronica? 37. How do you know it's 37? Yes, she started with 37. Go ahead and put it in there. 37, Veronica. Veronica got her own problem correct to start. Very nice. Now, she has sum. So go ahead and put your question mark into one of your parts.
I did.
Thank you. And Ivan, what number needs to go into this last part? 15. Yes. Now, our equation. Our equation. What's our equation, Jonathan? Nathan?
37 minus 15.
Absolutely. Go ahead and write it. 37 minus 15.
37.
But Juan, what am I... Oh, you didn't do your equation yet. I'm sorry. You don't have to write the word equation. You can just go ahead and put the equation if you like. Just like Ms. Johnson did. We think we've written the word a lot of times. What's missing, though, in that equation? When we use our equation, we have to use everything in the box. We have 37 minus 15, but we're missing something, Helani.
A question.
Yep, let's put it in there. Question mark. Y'all are really making me happy. Go, got a question mark?
Yes.
All right, cool. So now we need to do a HTO chart, right? We need to do a diagram or show one of our strategies. Go ahead and put your HTO chart. Remember, make enough space. We have our HTO chart. So I have it on this camera here so you guys can see. But while you're doing that, I'm going to also draw what we just did too, just so I can have another example. You guys gave me your equation. Right, our symbol. Everyone got their HTO chart?
Yes.
Look at your, without any words, look at the person next to you's paper. Make sure they have an HTO chart on their paper. Now that we have our diagram here, our HTO chart, can someone tell me how this diagram or this HTO chart is going to help us solve the problem? Why do we need it, Aurora?
Put the biggest number into it to subtract from this.
Yeah, I agree. We need it so that we can organize our work. So go ahead and put your 3 10s and your 7 1s in there. So you need 3 10s. Y'all got that? Y'all are moving along faster than me. 3 10s and 7 1s. Nice. Now, I have another trick question.
Yes.
Can someone tell me what are we going to do next, first of all? What are we going to do next, Veronica? We're going to subtract 15. Jesse, does that mean that we need to write 15 into our HTO chart? Why not? How do you know that? Why not? We're subtracting, so are we adding or taking away? We're taking away, like we're going to lose them like those cookies like those TikTok videos that Veronica lost. So go ahead and cross out your 5 ones. Cross out your 5 ones. Or your 5 unidades. Your 5 unidades. Then you're going to cross out your uno decenos. So you're crossing out one of your decenos.
Or tens.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I don't see any hands, so I'm assuming that we're all still working. All right, before you ask me your question, oh, you have a hand on? Yes. Lily, what's our answer going to be? How many tens do we have left? 2. So what's our answer going to be for our tens? What's the value of 2 tens?
20.
Thank you so much, Lily and friend. And then, Allison, how many ones we got left? 2. So what is our answer, Daniela? How many ones do we have left? 2. So what's our answer going to be? Absolutely, 22. Go ahead and put 22 on your paper. Circle that so I know what our answer was. And when you're done, you can give your brain some love. You can tap your back. I'm going to do both. I think that we worked really hard on that one. Absolutely. Yes, Ivan. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. So Ivan asked, could he go ahead and put 22 up here? I want to still keep my question mark so I can know what my problem was. But if you want to write 22 right below it, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. All right, capiche? All right, so we did our entry ticket. And I have broken us up into groups based off of our entry ticket. So, when I call your name, please go ahead and close your notebook and put it in your lap. When I call your name, you are going to be doing the same type of problems with a group. So you guys are going to be able to work together at a level 1. But each one of you guys already have an example. You guys remember seeing this right here? Yeah, so each one of you guys have an example on your page of how to do it. So you can use your partner, or you can use the example that's here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have the following people please meet me at table number 2. It's going to be Veronica. It's going to be Lily, Ivan, and Praynisha. So go ahead, those 4 or 5 people. Lily, Veronica, Ivan, Praynisha, and Abner. You can go ahead and take a seat at table 2. This is your assignment there. Everyone else should still be sitting politely, so I'll wait until everyone's seated correctly. Please check your bodies as you wait. Please check your bodies as you wait. Carla, Rosa, Angel, very nice. Please go ahead and grab your laptop and meet at my back table. You can grab your iReady Math. Juan, Nathan, Sneha, Aurora, and Jesse. Please wait 1 second. You guys have the same type of problems, but they are going to be for you to put into your notebook. So you're each going to have your own paper. You are going to use one of them and put them into your notebook. Well, you're going to try and complete 2. But if you only complete 1, that is okay. So you guys can choose as a group. Jesse, you can choose as a group which one you're going to choose. So read them and decide amongst you guys which one you're going to do. Okay, great. But this one you're going to decide you're only doing one of them. So choose which one. So each of you have your own paper, but you got to choose one you're going to do, and you're going to solve it in your workbook. Capiche? You're working, all 5 of you guys are at the same group. So you're all doing this in your own workbook, but you guys can use each other for help if you need it. But first, you have to decide which one, A, B, C, or D, are you going to do in your workbook. Alright? So that's for you. Take it to your group. Then I have Allison, Helani, Deani, and Daniela. Please go ahead and put your workbook away. Meet me at the white table. Okay, when we get to the white table back there, I'll answer. Oh, put it back there. I forgot. So, go ahead and open up your, and you guys can use each other for help.
Right here.
That way you guys can see each other.
I choose number A. I choose A. I choose
I'm sorry. Table 1, you're actually going to be over at table 3. I'm sorry. So that means that someone needs to grab an extra desk.
Okay, I'm using credentials.
Ivan does not have one? So you guys are actually going to decide. We're going to lower these.
This is high. That's why I can't.
You're not sitting on the side. You're sitting on the side. So move over. Allison. Yes. First decide which problem you're using to solve, because you have not done that yet. No, I asked you to ask as a group. What is your group decided which one? You're only doing one. You guys have to decide amongst your group. It's like a vote. Like you're voting like the surveys. So the majority of people who want that letter is what one you're going to do. So pick one. Yep, but work with your group. Work with your group. Please go ahead and grab a marker and an eraser and a white. Have you guys decided which one you're doing? Or I do it for you. C. Okay, so someone read C and decide how to do the steps. This is. Listen. Okay. So Jonathan will read it. Nathan will read it. I'm sorry. This needs to be done before we go to recess. You need to move swiftly. Jesse, open your workbook. Okay, grab a lighter.
We're all.
Grab it if you want to. Grab it if you want to. Come on.
Okay, guys.
Rosa, get started. Irene, take a seat. Just use any one. It doesn't matter. Alright, so everyone should have one of these. Alright.
Stop.
I'm going to read the problem. Danielle, and you can have a paper. So
I'm 24 chocolate chip cookies. And 26 oatmeal cookies.
you ask your group. You have a whole group there that you can ask.
Miss makes 24 chocolate chips cookies.
Alright, so the first question says Jesse had 37 general books. He gave some to his friend Jonathan. Now Jesse has 11 general books. You want to draw a part hole on your paper? Draw a part hole. Now, you know that Jesse started with 37, so we're going to put that into our chart. Yep, it's the big part. Yep, 37. I'm writing backwards. Is that 3 okay? No, it's backwards. Which means backwards too. Now, we know that he gave some to Jonathan. We don't know how much some is. Do it on yours if you don't need to cut like mine. And then we know he had 11 left. So go ahead and write 11 to your box. Nice. Go ahead and make your equation. What's our equation that we did? What's the equation? Adding or subtracting? Well, he has 37 general, but he gave some to Jonathan. He's adding it to an extra factors. He's giving you 11. So that adding or subtracting. Alright, so that's a subtraction problem. What are the two numbers that are going to
Stop!
Nice. 37 minus 11. So go ahead and put your equation on your paper. And your question mark.
What is that? Look, that's second one.
Equation.
This one.
Outside.
What is this? What is
You have your work there. You need to look at mine on the way. And a question mark. Perfect. Next time we want to have a straight line. It's okay. Now you have an HDL chart in front of you. Grab your HDL chart. Go ahead and put 37 into your HDL chart. Nice, Daniela. 37.
Okay, this will work. You just have to
Please be careful.
Los míos no se pueden conectar a la computadora como ya no está.
Angel Rosa. All right, now subtracting 11. So take a cross out one of your 10s. Subtracting one of your 10s. Subtracting 11. So, and then cross out one of your 1s. Cross out one of your 1s. Absolutely. So what's our answer? 26. Absolutely. What write your answer on your? Absolutely. As long as you have an answer somewhere on your board. You have 26. Perfect. You have 26. Perfect. Very nice. So we know 26. How many ones are in 26? How many ones are in 26? Use your not 27. Grab your group. 6. Absolutely. Yep, so we have 6 ones and 2 10s. Another on paper. Perfect. So tomorrow when we do our groups together, we're going to solve it on this paper instead. So alright, so the bell's about to go off in 1 second. Can you guys please go ahead and put the markers and the whiteboards away? So one person, Kiani, please collect the erasers. Allison, collect the markers. No, listen. Kiani's going to collect the erasers. Allison's collecting the markers. Daniela is collecting the whiteboards. And you're going to stack these and the papers on top of them. So all of the boards on one stack. Then put the papers on top of them. It's okay. Waterfall. Waterfall. Okay, so I appreciate the work that you guys have done so far. I need to meet with you guys back on the carpet so we can go over that entry ticket. So we can figure out what the right answer was. So at this moment, please just go ahead and close your workbooks if you have it open. Leave your paper on your desk. And please meet me with nothing in your hands on the carpet on your number. We don't need to talk. Go ahead and put them away. Leave those here. Friends, leave those here and we're going to put them away. Friends at table 3, I need you to meet me on the carpet. I know you guys are working really hard. Please meet me on the carpet. Very nice work, table 3. So table 3, your group is waiting for you on the carpet. So please just put a pin in it and then stop. This was our entry ticket. Do you remember this problem?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this problem is similar to what we did today and similar to our anchor chart as well. So, it says Mike has 26 toys. He gave some to his little brother. Do we know how many he gave to his little brother?
No.
No. So that question mark is our unknown. It's representing the number that we do not know. Now Mike has 14. Can someone tell me, are we adding or subtracting with this problem? Hey, Lonnie, are we adding or subtracting with this problem?
Subtracting.
We are subtracting. So let's look at these ones here, the 3 options. Which one can we cross out because we know it's not going to work at all? We know it's not going to work. Which one is not going to work at all? Pranisha, which one is not going to work? Sabrina, Jaden, or Karen? Sabrina. Does anybody know why she chose Sabrina? Why did she choose Sabrina, Veronica?
Because she was adding.
Oh, did y'all see that?
Yes.
Did you hear what she said, Lily?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said because she was adding.
Yes, and we are subtracting. So we know Sabrina's not going to work. We love her, but she's not going to work. Now we're stuck with 2 people. How are we going to figure out who's correct? Because they both say subtraction. Don't tell me the answer, but how do you know who's correct? Daniela? You're pointing at Karen? Okay. Why do you guys think she's pointing at Karen? Ivan?
Subtracting 14.
Okay, so let me try. So if you guys did this on your paper, I think you might be onto something. 26 has 2 10s, 6 1s. Right? And she subtracted 14. So if you cross out 4 1s, how many 1s are you left with? 2. And then you have to take away 1 10. Allison, how many 10s do I have now? 1. So what is our answer, Helani?
12.
12. So would it be Jaden or Karen? You can say it out loud. Karen! Yes, Karen was absolutely correct. Yeah. Very nice. So we're going to practice this some more, but you guys did really good. Pat yourself on the back. Does anybody have any questions before we go to recess as to anything that we just did? Aurora.
But at least Dee, Jaden, and Karen were both subtracting.
Yes, but why couldn't we choose Jaden? What did Jaden do wrong? We know he has a good equation, but what did he do wrong, Jesse?
Because 26 minus 14 is not 11.
It's not. He probably accidentally crossed out an extra 1. That was very nice. You're right. So maybe he had his 1s too close together, and like we used to do when we first got to 2nd grade, like real scrunched up. So maybe he accidentally crossed that one out, and so he thought he only had 11. But yes, you're absolutely correct. Beautiful. So we are now going to go to recess. Go ahead and stand up on your number. Wait, let me grab my key.
Do we take the cards too? Yeah.